time, and 2023 we're coming in bigger.
Oh shit! Can't press that.
Yes, I'm coming.
Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. I'm super excited. This is like one of the first pressings I'm featuring. No, this is not the first, but among the first pressings I'm featuring on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me again. My name is Neme, and if you are a returning subscriber, please share this video with someone. Yes, thank you first of all, and share this video. And if this is your first time of coming in contact with any of my videos, thank you and welcome, and please subscribe. I have the beautiful Esther Umelo, a celebrity in Southeast, the best OAP.
Please bring it down. Bring it down.
I might feel you now. So she is one of my favorite persons, my friend, and she's an on-air personality, one of the top radio stations in Abia State.
Okay.
She is a compare event host and social media manager, content creator. What else? A daughter.
God's daughter.
God's daughter. Somebody's wife to be. Amen.
Amen.
Science in your life. Thank you so much, Esther, for joining me. I missed your busy schedule. She's a very busy woman. And if I had to meet her PA, she told me just talk to my PA, and she'll let you know when I'll be free. I say, I'll work with your time, man. But it's so good to have you here.
Thank you.
So we're talking about. I promised that I'm going to invite a few of my friends so we could talk about 2022 lessons, your recap of 2022, and I wanted to share with me the lessons you learned, basically how your 2022 was. Not really, don't give me details, but just tell me how your 2022 went and the lessons you learned.
So hello everyone, like she said, Esther here.
Esther with the sauce. This use that
Don't go 100. No, I don't. Okay, so 2022 for me, it's been an amazing journey, right? And I describe it as amazing because I've learned and unlearn. You know, I've come in contact with quite a number of persons, notable personalities, and yes, I have. And it's been an amazing year, an amazing journey for me. You know, I had quite a number of things that I planned out to achieve this year, and one of which was getting my professional course done. You know, but I ended up not getting it. You know, it wasn't my fault. Paid my school fees and you know did every other thing, but then from the school it became an issue, and I didn't get it. I felt really, really bad. You know, for me it was something that I was looking forward to ending the year with, right? But I didn't get it. And I started thinking, what else? Because this is like the major thing for me. This was what I really wanted to get. And I was really feeling bad. And I spoke to a friend of mine and said, it simply means I'm ending the year without achieving anything. You know, and he said to me that, how dare you say such? That it's crazy how we do things and we don't appreciate those things that we do. And then he started outlining the things, couple of things I've done, you know, from the beginning of the year, and how I have evolved, how I have grown.
So someone else had to remind you. Nice.
You know, and I thought about them, and he said to me that, Esther, these are not things that just anybody or an ordinary person would do. You know, it takes time, it takes commitment, and you gave in your exactly, and you gave in your time, you gave in everything just to get this done. And here you are feeling bad simply because you did not get the certification you wanted. And then it dawned on me that really, I wasn't appreciating myself enough. I wasn't appreciating God enough. And you know, the God factor, oftentimes when we feel bad about something, we take away the God factor. But you know, it's one step at a time, right? And for everything that you go through, I think I've come to the point where I realize that God is really trying to show you something, or he's trying to tell you something. Take your time, you know, or he's even preparing you for something bigger, something better. In fact, let me mention this, and this is basically a testimony. Also in this 2022, I got a new job. You know, like
I'm initially moved to the permanent side.
It's not permanent. I'm moving.
Like that, I'm saying it's moving to the permanent side.
It's moving. You know, something that I never anticipated. It wasn't even part of what I planned this year, but yes, we got it, and so far, so it's been moving, and it's been awesome. Another thing I have learned this year, if you attended the program revamp,
yes,
in church, one of the persons that he invited made mention of the fact that when he was called, he asked himself, what have I done? What do I even know that I would say to people? And he had an amazing session in that program. And then when he said that, I cried. I cried because I could relate to what he was saying. Yeah. How we do things, how we think we don't know things when we actually know. Yeah. How we don't appreciate the little things that we do. And when he said it, I'm like, okay, so does it mean people at the top, people we see at the top, they actually feel that tension, they actually feel like, no, they've not done anything. And then it dawned on me that appreciate the little that you've done. Yes. As much as we want more like Oliver Twist, we want more, but appreciate the little that you've done, and whatever you're doing, just know that someone somewhere is watching. In fact, one of the biggest events that I have anchored, when I met with the client, client session, and I asked who recommended me. Aside to the fact that I had a close friend that was hell-bent on, no, you have to use this lady, she's awesome. He made mention of someone, a station manager, a radio station manager that I always like, hey, good afternoon, sir. We've not had personal relationship. For every time I've met this person, it's always on an official note. And he said, this person mentioned you to me, and another person also mentioned you to me. And I'm like, the second person he said mentioned me to him. I don't think we've ever had a one-on-one conversation. I've ever had a one-on-one conversation with a person, and it dawned on me that people are really watching. So that thing
they might not even tell you, they might not say anything.
Nobody said anything to me.
They'll just say like, this lady, let's just keep
people are they're really watching. That's one thing I have learned in 2022. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? And if something doesn't work out, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the end of the world. In fact, by next year, I'm going to also reapply for my program.
So that's the spirit. We move.
Yeah, I'm also going to reapply. Regardless of what happened this year, I'm also going to reapply. Then recently, I lost my voice, and I learned a very big lesson, a very valuable lesson, right? This voice.
Wait. Let me, what I just remembered, the way you called me. So what was going through your head when you had to send me that message very early?
In my head, I felt like we all have friends at different categories. There are friends that you call when you want. I need somebody that will pray for me. I need somebody that will put me in her prayers, right? So that was the first person. I had a program that day. When I sent you the message, I told you that I had a program that day. I had an event to anchor that day. So I'm like, God, I've prayed, but I need somebody else to speak with. Somebody I know that she would pray for me. And the next person I came to was like,
but true. I think it's very important because to know the kind of friends you have and who you can call immediately. Because immediately you called me, the first thing that came to my head was that, okay, it's not like if I go there, I'm not going to give you drugs. You had told me you had gotten drugs. So the next thing I needed to just do was to I just said like, Holy Spirit, I release angels to work because I really don't know. Go there, I will not give her drugs. I asked, have you eaten? Do you have food? Yes. So I'm like, okay, I just release angels to go and just minister to your body because right now I really don't know what to do.
And that was even why I sent you the message. I felt like, who's the one person I could reach out to that would pray for me? Even I don't, I might not hear you pray, but I know that you would. And that was why I reached out to you. I lost my voice completely. I couldn't talk to anyone. In fact, at the middle of the event, that was when it happened. It was as though the event, even me speaking with the mic made it worse. So I had to stop. But it made me realize that everything we have is a gift from God.
Everything we have is a gift.
I'm telling you, it's a gift from God because I was going to work, but then I couldn't go on air for a week. Yes, seriously? I would go to work like my normal time, but I wouldn't go on air. I had my colleague that would run all of my programs on air for me. It made this voice that we're using to talk. It's
important.
And for someone that all I do is talking, that's what I do for a living. It made me appreciate everything about life more. So for 2022, it's been an amazing journey, you know, learning, meeting different people, learning new stuff. And also, let me say this, don't poison yourself with unnecessary things out there. There are a lot of, I would call them trash. You know, people want to make you look like you're not doing anything. No.
But you know your journey.
Right? Everything. It's one step
at a time.
At a time. So let's not deceive ourselves. See, it's not. I don't believe in just the journey. You know, we'll meet at the end of the tunnel. We shall meet somewhere.
I always use this example. Sorry to cut you short. When you're driving and you see a car just come and overtake you, don't worry. Shave that front. We'll be there together, and you'll see the car in front.
Exactly. So it's just one step at a time. And 2023, we're coming in bigger.
Oh shit! Can't
you know? Yes, we're coming in bigger. We're coming in hotter, and I know it's going to be an exceptional year for me. I'm super grateful for this year. Super grateful for this year. When I came to relocated to Umahi as a co-member, I'm looking at my journey so far. If someone had told me that this is what I will be doing, this is where I'm going to be. In fact, someone would even recommend you. Yeah. Someone would say she can do this. I think
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of
it's been an amazing journey so far.
So, like a recap of what you said, you made mention of the first one. First, you said something on everything we have is a gift. Yeah, that's one lesson, which is something that everyone should know and take note of, especially when you're entering into 2023. You also mentioned something about self appreciation.
Yes, appreciate the little that you do. It's crazy how a lot of persons, someone listening to a jingle that I made, and the person sent me a message that, Esther, I listened to a jingle. I didn't tell the person that I did the jingle, so we don't even have personal conversation. But she said to me, the moment I heard it, I knew it was your voice, and I think that's an amazing. I'm like, okay. I did.
Well, you will listen to your voice. This is where I said this, but I shouldn't have said it.
Yeah, I do that a lot. I'm like, I would have said it somehow. I would have said it another way. You know, but appreciate the little that you do. Gratitude is extremely important.
So one of the things I wanted to ask you, when you're talking about the course you applied for and didn't do, so what do you do in that situation whereby probably you start the year, you have dreams, you have your goals that you want to achieve, at the end of the day or the end of the year you didn't achieve it? How do you overcome that, or how do you come out of that guilt of, okay, I didn't meet up to my set goals?
So realizing that there are other factors, you know, that could hamper whatever it is that you want to do. You know, as much as you've set these goals, also understand that something could happen, and you know, also need to, you know, take it in that, okay, this has happened. And we should stop putting, you know how it is that you put timeline to this, at this age, I want to be this, I want to be that. You know, sometimes it's not that way. In my head, I felt like this is something, in fact, this is the certificate I'm going to use to Buka, you know? But, you know, but it didn't work. And I said to myself, we move again.
We move, my sister, we move.
We move again.
While you talk, I just remember that, I took a professional course this year as well. And everything was looking like I was going to finish everything this year. I'd done my first exam, even the second one. But there was this particular exam I was supposed to write. It was another location, but I couldn't go because of some reasons. And that particular exam would determine if I would finish the program or not. Okay. I told myself, see, I can't kill myself. As far as I've done the main one,
you've made effort.
Exactly.
You've made effort. It's not, for me, I believe it's not the end of the world. And next year, I would still apply again. I would
try other places.
I would still try, have conversations with people. What do you think I can do to improve myself? And we move. We keep moving. I no longer believe in timeline, that at this particular time I must have achieved this. Allow God take the lead.
True.
You know, allow God to take the lead.
That's the major thing. What if probably if you had gotten this probably would have what if you had started,
so here's the thing about,
and you had to leave Umania?
So here's the thing about the certification. It was a 4 months course, and it required me to be in Lagos at some point in time.
So do you think
it would have been a bit of an issue for me with a new job and then trying to get
you see, all things definitely worked out for your good.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes we just pressure ourselves, like you said, we put a timeline and we try to, but God knows what He's doing.
Exactly.
God knows what He's doing.
And like I said, next year
we move. So thank you so much, Esther. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate you. I learned so much. One of the things I'm taking from your lesson is self-appreciation and not to be too hard on yourself, and do not put timeline as well, and just let God do the leading.
Yeah.
And yes, I must say, you're really great motivation to me. I mean, I see you, I'm like, Esther I knew has moved. And I mean, that's good to have friends like that. I mean, we worked together at some point.
Yes.
Colleagues, we had this program we're doing, and one of the things we never did was we never beefed each other. Oh, this person is better than each other. We never did that, because
we never thought of
we
it.
never thought of it. Which one? Who is better than? Everybody's good at their own.
No, we never thought of
it.
it.
And that's what really helped us grow. Oh, we see if I pronounce. I remember one of those times. I think I pronounced was one word that you go. When you said this, did I say that? Sorry, next time I will not say the word. You pronounce your word. Did I say that? Yes, sorry. Next time I will not say that word.
You know, we're complimenting each other, and
sure.
we're deliberate about each other's growth, and not seeing it as a competition, but but complimenting each other.
Complimenting each other. I think that's one that key thing about friendship. You should be able to support the people in your circle. Yes. Thank you so much, Esther. We're going to have a lot of videos together, trust me. But this is just one. Thank you for watching this. Please leave comments. Tell me how your 2022 has been, the lessons you learned, and tell me which of her points made sense to you. Thank you. All of the points will definitely make sense to you, but which one really struck a chord for you? Thank you so much. Till I come your way with Esther some other time.